Well, if the car will just shut up.
Yeah, you gotta put your seatbelt on if you want it to shut up.
Yeah.
Even though the vehicle is not moving.
Yeah.
It's your e-brake.
Little carpool karaoke setup.
Yeah.
So, Lion King 2019. Well,
It's long. I don't know how they made it. It's like a half hour longer than the other one. And instead of, when I saw that, I thought it was going to be like a half hour. Maybe it's like you spend more time seeing him grow up with Timon and Pumbaa, something like that. No, it's more time with the boring part of the movie, which is the first act. I don't understand why they decided to extend it and make it longer. I really don't understand it. I'm trying to remember if it was that long in the original movie. I don't think it was.
I think it's just because we followed a mouse along for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Yeah. So that's where a bunch of the extensions come from. It's not adding anything. It's just you're spending more time with scenes you've already seen. And there's not any new songs. There's a new song over the credits.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a new song. There's nothing new about it. Like the Beauty and the Beast movie had a new song, really good new song. Was it Josh Brolin? No, not Josh Brolin. Groban.
Yeah.
He's a good singer.
Yeah.
That's a great song. It's the best part of that movie. Best part of the remake, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they didn't contribute anything. The half hour that's longer, you're right. It's like the first scene where the little mouse are following him around for a while, and then Scar catches him. Mm-hmm. Is instead of a 10-second thing, a 2-minute thing.
And you spend about 3-4 minutes following a piece of fur from Simba. That scene was painful.
It was, yeah. That's where I died. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I don't think it was that bad. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm sneezy. Thank you.
There's napkins in the glove compartment if you want.
Oh, I don't think I need one, but thank you. The vocal performances were great. Obviously, Donna, the cast they got was a good cast. But it's just unnecessary. And not only is it unnecessary, it doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The original has so much visual presence, and that's why it's remembered so fondly, I think, because it tells a very tight, compact story, and it has wonderful songs. It's a good musical, and it's visually pleasing. With this movie, when they started to do the I Just Can't Wait to Be King number, I was sad. The only musical number that really does anything with the visual presentation is Hakuna Matata. The rest of them lose so much, and I understand you want to go for a more realistic way of doing it,
mm-hmm.
but you can still do a more realistic way of having it, it just looks like it's in the real world, but it still looked breathtaking and beautiful, and really not a whole lot of the movie does. It's actually upsetting. They're in a beautiful part of the world. It's you can easily make that look absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, and then they just don't. And I don't know. There's the benefits of doing a live action Lion King in my mind, other than money, is that you can take it and you can put it in the actual, film it in Africa, and you can have it look very visually pleasing, but they never do that. They never do anything spectacular with it. It never really sells you that any of it's real still. obviously, the lions aren't real, but like, the environments never felt real. Nothing ever felt real in the entire thing. It just... disappointing. Like, I don't think it's any worse than the Beauty and the Beast remake. I don't think it's any worse than any of the remakes that they've done. But it's just... it's the most bland. And yeah, I still got emotionally worked up when Mufasa died, because it's sad. Like, it's just inherently sad. Like, yeah, that's obviously. And like, it hit me when at the end, when it was like, when Scar was like, oh well, I'll repay you any way that I can, and he's like, I want you to run away and never come back. Like, yeah, those beats still work because it's it's already worked. It worked 25 years ago. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm disappointed.
Just feels so pointless.
Yeah, I don't...
One thing I noticed in the beginning is, like, it didn't have any pacing at all. It just feels like, okay, on to this scene. It literally felt like a checklist. It's like,
we know,
there was no transition.
We know what to go to. We know what to go to. We know what to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm confused by that, too, because, like, the Jungle Book remake, right? I would say of the bunch that are, like, remakes, because the Maleficent movie, which I have not seen, but it's a new story. It's a new spin on that story. Whereas with, like, the Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Aladdin, those are just straight up, we're just doing them again. Then that's how we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, Jon Favreau also directed the Jungle Book, and that was, like, at the very least, visually compelling at times. Like, I remember, like, thinking, like, yeah, this looks good. I like this. It had, like, moments. Like, I still remember Christopher Walken's version of I Want to Be Like You. Like, that's still, like, yeah, I remember that. I don't really remember anything from that movie. Anything that stuck out is, like, this is better than the original, or this sticks out above the other one for me. It just feels pointless. I liked in Hakuna Matata when Donald Glover started singing, because I like Donald Glover a lot. I liked when Beyonce started singing, because I think she's a really talented singer. But really, outside of that, nothing really impressed me.
Yeah. I liked some of Seth Rogen's stuff, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I liked Timon and Pumbaa enough in it. But not more than I liked him in the other one. And I can understand, like, oh, you got a bit of nostalgia there.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Of course.
I agree with that. But that's the whole point of the movie, isn't it? The whole point of the movie is that it's a nostalgia thing to get you to watch it. And I don't know. I don't understand why they would actively make the decision to just not do anything with it. To just make it It feels the most bland out of the whole lot of the remakes. Like, there's nothing that sticks out exceptionally. I think there's nothing that sticks out as exceptionally good or bad, even. Like, some stuff takes too long. I agree with you that there is a pacing issue in it. But it just feels like nothing... Like, I feel nothing towards it. Like, it's just existence.
Yeah. I would argue which is worse, offensively bad or just pointless.
Pointless. Offensively bad implies that there's chances that we're taking, risks that we're taking.
Yeah.
And, like, regardless of if I think it's offensively bad, that's somebody's vision, that's somebody's idea. They're doing that. The Cats movie, for example, somebody wanted to do that, and you can tell. And even though a lot of people might disagree with how it looks, that's fine. But that's somebody's, like, vision. That's what somebody wanted to do. Whereas with The Lion King, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't feel anything towards it. Like, I can respect something that's different and unique, or even just somebody's vision, and it's bad, than just something that's it's money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Money, and that's it.
Yeah. Even though I haven't seen Aladdin, it feels like this one just tries the least, and I would say that's worse.
Yeah, it tries, and I certainly think that. I mean, I imagine their thought process with it was, well, this is the most popular of the bunch, so
Mhm.
we can just kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
we just kind of do whatever, right? But you would, I just don't understand from like, you would think, right, when you're sitting down with all of these like classic 90s Disney movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would want to put the most effort into the one that's the best remembered, right? Because I think, for the most part, some people are in the Beauty and the Beast camp. Some people who are incorrect are in the Aladdin camp. I love the first Aladdin movie, but
And some are in Pocahontas for some reason.
Mel Gibson's in that movie. That's an immediate 2-point reduction.
Oh, yeah. I
Um,
keep forgetting he's in that.
yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, too, is in it.
Yeah, he is. That's a half-point addition, actually.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a movie
yeah.
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. No, I mean, it's Lion King or Beauty and the Beast, I think, of which is the best. And
Yeah.
I personally fight between the two of which one I prefer. I love The Lion King quite a bit. I love Beauty and the Beast quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, even... I don't know. I agree. This feels like they put the least amount of effort into it. And, like, I think they, like... Even though I don't like the Beauty and the Beast remake that much, it feels like they tried.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they went out and they put a good effort in making a cash grab and taking money from people.
Yeah.
And even with the Aladdin movie, like, everybody took a big fat dump on Will Smith as the genie, but like, it looks like they're trying to do something, and I can like respect like the angle that they're trying to take it with, but I don't know, man. Like, that was a real slog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's makes me think that maybe I don't like the original Lion King as much.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, even for the low points of Beauty and the Beast, I was like, okay, get me through this. Let's
Mm-hmm.
we can get through this. We can get through this. We can get to the end, I believe.
Mhm.
I believe, because I am invested in this story still. And I never felt that with The Lion King. I was just zoned out the entire time.
Mm-hmm. There's at least something new to hold your attention.
Yeah.
Nothing felt different. It says, I know this, I'll just clock out for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know the next part I want to come back in for.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 hours long, and all the songs feel shorter too.
Yeah.
Other than Hakuna Matata, I think that's the only one that didn't get like cut shorter.
Mhm.
But Be Prepared got cut shorter.
Yeah.
Um,
I hated that. Be Prepared's personally my favorite song of the whole thing.
I'm trying to even think like, Can you feel the love tonight or whatever? That one didn't get cut either.
Can you feel the love today? Actually.
Yeah.
No tonight
night.
ever. It was daytime the entire time, or like early evening.
Yeah.
No night.
No night. That one didn't get cut either. So Hakuna Matata, the two songs with Timon and Pumbaa did not get cut at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it did. And honestly, like, for a movie musical, it forgets that it's a movie musical.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, like, and it's not as noticeable in the original animated movie because, like, after Can You Feel the Love Tonight, there's like it's like maybe another 20 minutes in the movie max if I'm trying to remember it right in my head. Like, movie's almost over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie, there was like 45 minutes left after that song. Why? I don't know. Gotta follow this tuft of hair for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
The giraffe eats the piece of hair and then
poops it out.
And then a dung beetle's rolling it along.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I saw saw a review. I don't want to directly rip off anybody else's review, but here we go. Doug Walker said, said that's a perfect analogy. It's a little piece of Simba wrapped around a giant piece of poop.
Yep. I agree with that. That's pretty accurate. I don't know if I'd go as far to say it's a whole piece of poop, but I don't think it's not that.
It's a polished turd.
Still a turd.
Yep, exactly.
But no. It exists. I exist. Everything exists, and then we die.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on it. I don't have any other words.
Yeah. I think I just want to forget about this movie now. Can we do that?
I already did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. That's all.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay. I don't have anything else to add. All right.
All right.
All right.